This video will show how laboratories can pre-screen data in FUDSChem by accessing data from previous sampling events. This can help the lab determine which samples may need dilutions, preventing contamination of instruments, and saving time and effort. Keep in mind that it is important to check with the project team to confirm that site conditions are similar to previous sampling events. This will help avoid unnecessarily raising detection and quantitation limits by only analyzing dilutions. For instance, wells located near one another may have very different concentrations of analytes if they were sampled at different depths. Contaminants in soil may show significant differences in concentration even across short distances, depending on site or contaminant-specific characteristics. One way to pre-screen data is by generating a visual representation of contamination at the site. This can be done under Maps, Export Chemistry Layer to Google Earth. We will cover some of the basics here. We go into more detail in our Exporting Chemistry Data to Google Earth tutorial video, linked in the description. Here, we can populate the drop-downs to choose what to include in our export. First, select one or more projects within the property. Next, select which events to include. We will select all, though you may wish to include only the most recent event in order to view the most recent conditions at the site. We will select all sites, location types, and locations. Note that Google Earth shows locations rather than individual samples. A location is a uniquely defined geographical point where a sample or measurement was taken. The location can often be determined by looking at the sample ID. If you are unsure which location a sample belongs to, we recommend reaching out to the sampler for clarification. We will select Normal Samples. Now, we can select which analytes to display. The analyte drop-downs will populate with a standard list of common environmental contaminants to choose from. Alternatively, you can use the Apply a Chemical List button to apply a preset list of analytes. If the analytes you need are not available, please reach out to your Synectics point of contact. For some projects, the limit value may auto-populate. If not, we would enter a value near the top of the calibration range to determine which samples may require dilution. For the sake of simplicity, we will use 1 microgram per liter for our example. Lastly, the Units dropdown will populate with all available units for your data set. Invalid units will be grayed out. Be sure to select the appropriate option. When we're finished, we can export to KML, KMZ, or CSV file. Clicking the question mark button gives us more information about each option. In this case, we will click Export to KML and open the file in Google Earth. Google Earth is a free download available to everyone. Whenever a contractor enters a location into FUDSChem, the system can use its coordinates to map it in Google Earth. We can see that our locations are represented by colored dots. Green indicates that all samples were non-detect for the analyte and limit we chose. Clicking the location opens a balloon summarizing the results. Gray indicates that there was at least one non-detect exceedance. The balloon has these results shaded in gray. Yellow indicates that there was at least one detect. Red indicates that there was at least one exceedance. The balloon has these results shaded in blue. Visualizing the data this way allows us to extrapolate for locations that were not sampled previously. For example, if we have a new location next to this red one, then we may determine that the sample collected from our new location will need to be diluted. The other way to pre-screen data is by using reports. Back in FUDSChem, go to Reports, Chemistry Reports, Maximum Detects Prevalence Report. Fill out the drop-downs. Note that the Requirements drop-down explains why a project might not appear in this report. This report identifies the number of detects, exceedances, and project action limits, screening criteria, for each analyte. The lab can refer to the maximum detected concentration and the corresponding location and date to determine which samples may require dilution in the future. For more information on chemistry reports, please refer to our Chemistry Reports Overview video, linked in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.